Hi ladies! Okay, so I'm going to do the gender test thing, whatever you want to call it. Loads and loads of videos out there on YouTube, this is just mine. So I've got my little list on the iPad of all the different things. It's like basically old wives' tales, so there's no real facts. Some people believe in it a lot, some people don't, you know, we'll see. So I've got my little scoreboard, very professional. Okay, so number one, heart rate. Now, we don't actually know what the heart rate is because my Doppler doesn't actually say the numbers, and neither does my midwife's one, so that's really helpful. Shape of the belly. Okay, so if you're carrying high with a big round belly, then you're having a girl. If you're carrying low and it sticks out straight, it's a boy. So let me show you my tummy, because of course everyone wants to see the belly shot, right? So I actually didn't do it for my 19-week pregnancy update, so I will show you now. This is what my tummy looks like. It looks pretty similar to when I was having Harry, so you be the judge of that. I'm going to put boy down for that one. So that's like, we'll say that's number one. Okay, so the ring test. I've literally just done it and I didn't actually look at the results, because I find that if you know, kind of like, oh, if it swings back and forward, it's a girl, or if it goes round and round, it's a boy, or whatever, or if it, I don't even know what it is, but I just did it, and I don't know which one's which, so mine went round and round, like sort of round and round like that. It didn't swing back and forward, right. Using a string, hand your wedding ring over to put your wedding ring over your pregnant belly. If you're having a girl, it will swing back and forth, and if it's a boy, it will swing around in circles. Okay, so it was swinging around in circles, so that is another point for the boy. Cravings. Okay, so people believe that if you are craving salty food when you're pregnant, then you're going to have a boy. If you are craving sweets and fruit and orange juice and things like that, then you're going to have a girl. Now, this is really difficult because when I was first pregnant, it sounds a bit weird to say, in my first trimester, I craved ice lollies, cheese, and I want to say the American version, mac and cheese. You know, macaroni and cheese. And what else did I? Just sweets in general. But then I did Google what eating lots of pasta and cheese means, and it came back with a boy. So I'm going to have to say it's difficult because now in my second trimester, I'm really craving sweets and chocolate and things like that. So I don't really know. I'm going to put down a boy for that one. Okay. Acne. If you have acne when you're pregnant as a girl, and this is caused by extra hormones, I had a few spots kind of here and a couple here, but that's only when I'd like put hand lotion on my hands and then fall asleep with my hand on my face. So other than that, I've had really clear skin, so I would say that that is a boy result. Skin under left eye. Oh, this is weird. The eye test is when a V or branches appear when you pull down the skin under your left eye. How weird. I don't think I'm going to do that one. Okay, time of conception. The person that is most aggressive in bed at the time of conception is the opposite to what you will have. What does aggressive mean? We're not very aggressive. Okay, let's try the next one. If your legs get really big, you're having a boy, and if they stay the same shape, they're a girl. So I feel like my legs have got bigger, so what does that mean? You're having a boy, right. So that's another one for the boy. Moodiness. If you are really moody, you're having a girl. Now, I was really moody to begin with, and now I've kind of plateaued out, but I'm always going to go with what I'm like to begin with. So I'm going to have that one as girl. So at the moment, we've got a 5 for boy and 1 for girl. Mum's beauty. If you're having a girl, your beauty disappears because the girl steals it. But then if you're having a boy, then you look glowy. Okay, so I actually feel like a lot more glowy in my second trimester, but in my first trimester, I felt like everything was sapped from me. So I'm going to go with girl. And how I'm going to decide these is however I felt in my first trimester, not now, because I don't know, I was just going to do it like that. Okay, so dreaming of the sex of your baby. If you have a dream you're having a boy, then you're having a girl, and vice versa. So I had a dream that I had a boy, and I woke up and I thought, oh, maybe I'm having a girl. Then I had another dream that I was having a girl, so I thought, oh, that means I'm having a boy. So either or. We'll put one down for each one, because I've literally had a dream for both. So, okay. So if I'm clumsy or graceful, if I'm graceful, then I'm having a girl. If I'm clumsy, then I'm having a boy. I am really clumsy. At work, I'm knocking Rice Krispies everywhere when I'm doing the breakfast, and I'm knocking over things, cups of water all the time. So that is another point for the boy. So we've got side you most rest on. So if I prefer to lay on my left side, I'm having a boy. If I prefer on my right, then I'm having a girl. I prefer to sleep on my left side, but as you can see, our bed's set up here. Matt sleeps on that side, I sleep on that side. And I'd rather face away from him, because then if he's snoring, I can hear it more. So anyway, that is a point for the boy. Morning sickness. If I had a smooth pregnancy with no morning sickness, well, if you've watched all my vlogs, you will know that I did not have a smooth pregnancy. With no morning sickness, it's a boy, and if you felt really sick, then it's a girl. So that is a point for the girl, because, as you well know, I am still feeling sick as of now, still. Okay, dad's weight gain. If the dad puts on weight whilst you're pregnant, it's a girl, and if he doesn't gain weight, it's a boy. Now, this is really interesting, because when I was pregnant with Harry, our midwife told us that he was going to be early, so Matt, being a bloke, panicked, and he was like, oh my god, I need to take holiday early. So he was literally kicking around my feet. Like, I took maternity leave from 38 weeks, and Matt took it from about 39 weeks. So I was like, I had him at home, like, all the time, and we just literally sat and ate all the time and, like, watched DVDs. It was actually really cool. It's actually really nice to just kind of, like, spend time together before the baby came along and we had no sleep. So, dad's weight gain. If he gains weight, then you're having a girl. Well, I think that Matt has probably put on weight since me being pregnant this time round, so that's a point for the girl. Okay, what do I actually think? 71% of the time, mums know what they're having. Right, I don't know where they got that eulogy from. So, 71%, okay. When, in my first trimester, I thought I was having a girl, and now, when I had my 12-week scan, I was adamant I was having a boy. So, I think I'm having a boy. So, that is another point for the boy. And my iPad has just died on me. No! Okay, we might have to leave it there. Okay, so basically, yeah, I've got no battery in my iPad. I will, hang on, plug it in whilst I'm talking, and then maybe we'll be able to get a few more up. So, all in all, at the moment, I'll show you the scoreboard. At the moment, I know everyone thinks I'm having a girl. Please write in the comments down below what you think I'm having. I will show you my tummy again quickly, just so you can have another look. So this is at 19 weeks. I'll show you the back of me, actually. And then this is from the side again, and then this is from the front. Now, I remember them saying, if your tummy is like a basketball, then it's a boy, and if it's more kind of like around your hips, around here like a watermelon, then it's a girl. So that would be another point for the boy. So that is 10 points for the boy so far, 5 points for the girl. Just wait for my iPad to load back up. So that's what we've got so far. So yeah, I think we're having a boy, only because when I first got pregnant, I thought I was having a girl. I was absolutely adamant. I was like, yep, this is a girl. When I first looked at the scan, when we had our third scan? I think it was our third scan for our 12 weeks. As soon as it flashed up on the screen, I was like, that's a girl. That's a girl. But now I'm thinking, because basically what happened was, I said to the lady, and this didn't happen when I was pregnant with Harry, I said, can I please have a look at like the nub shot? And she was like, yeah, that's fine, but I'm not allowed to comment. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. But I kind of know what I'm looking for. I've Googled it and everything. So, can you show me in between the legs? She said, yeah, that's fine. So, she said, right, I'm going to freeze frame down. I'm going to do some paperwork, and then I'll let you see what you think. And then I'll come back and do some photos. So she was so nice. Totally different from the last sonographer we had with Harry, who was really horrible. And yeah, so she she showed us, and the nub were literally like, the back end of him was like really rounded like that, and then there was like a little bit sticking up, and I was like, well, that's obviously a boy, isn't it? But all you guys think it's a girl, so I will, that's fine, you know. Okay, the iPad's not doing what I want it to do. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of other ones. Oh, skin. My hands and legs have been really dry during this pregnancy. I've noticed that a lot. And I think, write in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I think dry hands and skin means a boy. I'm not sure. So that'll be another point for the boy. What other things are there? You'll have to write loads of other things. In fact, do that. Put them in the comments below. Write all the things that you want me to answer, and I will answer them under your comment. Now, I'm having a lot of problems with the comments that are coming up. Some of them I can reply to, and I do, but some of them I can't physically reply to them. It says like, or delete, or report, I think. But there's no reply button, and I've tried to do it on the laptop, I've tried to do it on my phone, I've tried to do it on the iPad, and I literally cannot do it. So I'm so sorry about that. Like, I hope you don't think I'm really ignoring you. But quite a few people that keep commenting, that like comment on a lot of my videos, it's the same ones, and I want to reply to you guys, and I can't physically reply, so it's really bizarre. Right, the iPad is finally turning back on. I should have probably put more battery in it, but Harry decided to have a little play on it this morning for nursery school, so that's really cool. Oh my god, one last thing before the iPad loads up, that I forgot to put on my 19-week pregnancy update. Leg cramps. Oh my god, they have been horrible. I had them with Harry, and to the point where I'm literally like clutching my leg and screaming, and I remember it happening quite a lot when I'd be in bed and I'd like stretch like that and stretch my legs out, and suddenly my leg would go into spasm, and I'd be there like, ah, like screaming. I remember one night, I was about 39 weeks pregnant, and I was laying in bed, this was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I needed a wee, and I stretched out like that, and suddenly my leg suddenly cramped, and I was screaming, and Matt woke up, and he was like, where the hell are we? What's going on? What's going on? It was so frightening. It was really funny, but if you've ever had that, put it in comments below. It is literally the worst thing in the world. Right, okay, I've got my iPad back up now, and hopefully it will remember what... Yeah, I've got the right website come up. It's just a bit slow on the internet today, because it's Friday evening, and everyone's probably finished work late. How long's the video going? 12 minutes, that's okay. If you've not seen my birth video yet, not my birth video, my birth story, I did that maybe last week, so don't forget to thumbs up that and subscribe for weekly. Sometimes I try and do 2 videos a week because everyone's like, oh, I really want to see how you're getting on. Like, it's really sweet. Okay, so we've done all of those. Okay, are your feet colder than before you were pregnant? Now, my feet, when I first got pregnant, and we're going to go from first got pregnant, when I first got pregnant, my feet were freezing all the time. So what does that mean? You might be having a boy. If they stay the same, then you're having a girl. Okay, so that's another point for the boy. Baby names. Okay, this is interesting. It is said that when you can only think of specific names for a boy or a girl, you will probably have that baby. Okay, this is a bit of a sore subject, and I'm going to talk about it. So when we had Harry, we had no names picked out at all. Now, our last name is Hounslow, which begins with H. So when we were going through the alphabet, we went through all of them apart from H, because we didn't want HH. But we literally could not agree on anything. Apparently all of mine were really chavvy, and all of Matt's were just really old-fashioned, like Jeff and Keith, and, you know, just names like that. I'm sorry for names Jeff or Keith, and you've got husbands, you know, whatever. But for me, I can't imagine like a little baby newborn Keith. I mean, it just sounds a bit odd. So when we were naming Harry, we didn't agree until the 20-week scan. So when we had a girl's name picked out, Olivia May, which I love that name, Olivia May. But we did not have a boy's name picked out, so that is not going with what happened with Harry. So yeah. Okay, so what colour is your wee? If it's bright yellow, then you're having a boy. If it's dull yellow, then you're having a girl. Okay, so my urine is dull yellow, and it always has been. So that is a girl. Okay, so if you can think of any more, please let me know, and then I'll like add up as I go. But this is how we're looking at the moment. We're still looking at boy for being the winner. But then it's funny because I was watching some other people's videos, and I obviously know what they've had because I watched the videos like recently, and I've looked back on their prediction video, and like they were adamant that they were going to have a girl, and you know all their predictions came up as girl and everything. But I know I'm not having a girl, and I think it's because I've always wanted a girl that I never really let myself think maybe I'm having a girl. Like as soon as the sonographer says this is the baby parts, that was it. Like I told myself that I'm not having a girl. So yeah, I think because I don't want to leave myself up to disappointment like I did last time. If you haven't seen my gender disappointment video, go back. There's quite a few thumbs downs because people obviously not understanding, they've never been through it before, things like that. But if you do have gender disappointment or you have had it, a lot of people have said my video is really helpful. So if you want to go and watch that, then that'd be really cool. Obviously I love my child, I do, but I did struggle with bonding when he was first born, and I'm going to be the first to admit that. I'm not going to pretend like as soon as he was born I was in floods of tears, I was so happy, because it really wasn't like that. And because it's funny, someone said to me, when you see your baby in your arms for the first time, you're going to have this massive rush of love. And I looked down at him and I was like, nothing. So it really worried me, and then I sort of started judging myself, and I was like, oh my god, I'm such a bad parent, and then I kind of like went boo into like a slippery slope of postnatal depression. So anyway, I hope you like my video. Thumbs up and subscribe for weekly / 2 videos a week I'm trying to do. I'm going to be doing a gender reveal like video with helium balloons. We've got a helium tank from Harry's party. So yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye ladies!